As a striker, you always set little goals and you set milestones. And every game you go out to score a goal and you create chances. At the moment, I have more goals than games, but there will be some matches where I will find it difficult. So I will stay positive and take it step by step. But normally I go every 5 goals. So, sitting on 7 now, my next target will be double figures. And then we move on from then. But like I always say, that I'm only as good as the guys that are behind me and the guys that work with me every week and every day in training, because they know my movements. You saw Liston tonight gave me 2 great assists. That's not by chance. We work on that during training. So, long may that continue. And I'm just going to stay as confident as I can and ready to step up when the team needs me, because that's ultimately what a striker's job is. Also, some good Indian defenders also, I will give credit to them. I know I've won 5 golden boots in the A-League, so I know that I'll always score chances, but it's about having the guys around me that will create those chances, and it's important that we score first in the style that we play. And Suba put in a fantastic cross and I scored with a header. I managed to get away from the defender and find my 2 yards to score with the head. But yeah, I don't think it's easy. I worked very hard tonight to get 4 goals. They didn't just come by chance. I worked very hard for those goals, and proof is in the pudding that we work hard during the week for these moments. Definitely. I believe this is the first time that maybe me, Dimmy and Jason have started a match together. I could be wrong, but I think today is the first time since I joined the club, so 18 months. The connection's there. We don't have to speak about when we played with each other in the national team, and we're combining every single day in training. But I enjoy playing with them. We're on the same page, and it's important that, like I said, the other players around them, the Manveer, Listons, Puya, Tapa, those guys who started the match today, we really were clinical. And like I said, all the goals that I scored today were purely down to the service that I had, and I'm just the cherry on top that puts it in the back of the net. So great teamwork. I'm really proud of them, and like I said, I'm really enjoying my time up top. I would say the first one. The only reason why I would say that is because it's important to score a first goal. And being 5'9", I'm not the tallest player, but I know that if I can get myself in good positions with a great cross and a good header, that's my favourite. But coming off the end of it, every single goal was very good tonight. But out of the 4 goals I scored, I think Alberto's goal was better than all of them. So, look, I'm very happy for him as well, because he works hard and every single player are playing their part. And, we're not going to look too busy at the ladder, but at the end of the day, we want to stay there. And we're sitting in the first position, and we don't get caught up around the noise about East Bengal and other teams. We just worry about ourselves, and that's the plan moving forward. I'm so happy that I can celebrate with my teammates after the game, and they know what it's like to be around and see how hard I work during the week. But it's such a team effort. Last week we scored 5 goals, we scored 5 again. I've heard before, you guys asked the coach about, we conceded 2 goals, but not too many of you are talking about we scored 10 in the last 2 games. That's pretty good figure, and I think that we'll take confidence in that. And as a team, we're full of confidence. Obviously we're missing Robbie at the moment, but other players stepped up today and really took their opportunity. And end of the day, if we want to win the league, it's about a squad, and everyone's confident and pushing each other. And like I said, we're on 12 points now, and we want to keep building. We can't control the fixture, for example, but we're going to face an away game now, and we had a pretty good record last season, but last year away at Bangalore wasn't a great result. So we know we're going to go there to a hard place to go to, and a team we faced in the final. So a very good team. We know their threat. Ryan Williams is a great mate of mine, and we can't look at anything else other than we're playing against a very good team. And at the end of the day, we're going to fly there and prepare as normal, and we believe that we're going to go there for the 3 points. That's our mantra. That's our aura, and we believe that every single match we want to win those games. It will be tough, yes, but our main goal is to go there and bring home the 3 points back to Kolkata. In Melbourne derby, but other than that, 4 is the most. It's the second most goals I've scored in a professional match. So I'm very proud of this, and it's safe to say that ball will be taken back to Melbourne at one point and hung up on the wall, and I'll have fond memories of my time in India. So a very special night for me and my family, and my first hat-trick, which I knew was coming. I wish it was last year, but all good things happen to those who are waiting and patient, and my moment came tonight, and I want to go for another one. So yeah, let's just keep moving forward, stay confident, and I believe that will happen. It can help, but if we win all our games, then it's really irrelevant. But we know that we're a team that create chances. We might be exposed at the back a little bit, but we're very, very good at the back. So like I said, we've only conceded 2 goals in the last 2 weeks, but we scored 10. So I think our style, our philosophy is to be on the front foot, and I believe that scoring 10 goals is something we can take a lot of confidence about. And if goal difference comes down to that, then we're putting ourselves in the best position for that. I will dedicate them to. I had an uncle pass away in America this week. You can see in the first goal, I pointed up to the sky. So that goal was for him. But look, I dedicate this to our fans who have waited so long to see a performance like this. Not only from myself, I came in with big expectations, and now I hope that they can believe in me and really see that I'm a striker that scores on a consistent basis, and I give everything. I've got some amazing players around me that will give me the tools that I need to score goals, and I want to score every week. I want to give the fans that pride and that passion every single week, and I'm trying to do that, and hopefully I can get better and better as the week goes on and as I get fitter. But the most important thing is winning games, and that's the sort of mentality that I came into this club with, and I want to continue with.